Hello, viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location at the moment or at the time you are watching this video. Today, I want to bring quickly to our notice, or rather, to bring a little information about clerical vestments. I have watched on social media several times and discovered that most of our young clergy, or some older ones, either by misconception or misunderstanding, do not understand the use of vestment, so they wrongly dress. First, there is what we call cassock, alb, surplice, and chasuble, and a stole. You can choose to go the Anglican traditional way or the Anglican traditional vestment, the old reformer vestment, which is a cassock, a surplice, and a stole with your collar right inside the cassock. The cassock could be white or black for clergy. It could be red for clergy with special rank like canons. It could be purple for bishops. Bishops are not restricted from wearing either white, black, red, or purple, but their original cassock would be purple. That is their traditional cassock. While you can also decide to go the traditional way of Eucharist. The one, what I call the traditional way of Eucharist, is the old tradition of Eucharist. When it is Eucharist, by that I mean Holy Communion service. If you decide to go with an alb, there is nothing called black alb. So you cannot use a black alb because originally there is nothing called black alb. An alb is white because the Latin word alb means white. And it reminds a priest or an altar server or a church official that has been empowered to wear it. It reminds us of our baptism, the white ornament that we received at baptism. It also reminds us of the white cloth that Christ was covered with at his burial. And so when you are in for Holy Eucharist, it is advisable that if you are going with chasuble, that you put on an alb. An alb is white, like I said. It's different from your cassock. Your cassock is a street wear, just like this suit I'm putting on. If you have a cassock, you can wear it to any function, both church, social functions, for a meeting, anywhere you can put on your collar, you can put on your cassock. But you are not allowed to put on your alb right after your service because it is a vestment, while the cassock is a street wear. Your alb is a vestment, while your cassock is a street wear. And therefore, if you put on your alb, you need a stole over the alb. You also need a girdle if it is a double-breasted alb. Unless it's a freestyle alb, you may not need a girdle. Or cincture. The right word is cincture. But for those of us in Church of Nigeria and some parts of province, they call cincture just the one that goes over a double-breasted a cassock. So in the real Anglican tradition, you put on a girdle over the alb. Then put on your chasuble after you have worn your stole. That is the proper way to vest. You can decide to put on your alb over your cassock. Remember, it's a street wear. Nothing stops you from having a black cassock and putting on a white chasuble, a white alb before your chasuble. But now remember, if you must wear an alb, it must be Eucharist. Or you can decide to wear the alb, a stole, without a chasuble. But you cannot wear a chasuble with a black cassock. You cannot wear a chasuble with a purple cassock. You cannot wear a chasuble with a white cassock nor red cassock. It must be an alb. So, take for instance, you are invited to bless somebody's home. There's nothing wrong if you go with your alb. But remember, you cannot put on your chasuble over the alb. For chasuble is strictly for that sacrament of Eucharist. Chasuble is strictly for the sacrament of Eucharist. And therefore, it is liturgically wrong to use it for a wedding where there is no Eucharist. It is liturgically wrong to put on a chasuble where there is no Eucharist. It is a Eucharistic vestment. So it simply reminds the priest of our yoke to Christ. And so I encourage us to stop the abuse of chasuble. You cannot wear chasuble with a purple cassock. Cassocks are different from albs. Thank you, and God bless you. Until I come your way again with more teachings on Anglican vestment, liturgy, and